Hello YouTube, this is the IamACreator here with some shop updates. Well, built the wall upside down. Oops. No, I'm just kidding. A lot has happened in the last few days. I took a couple days off this week, last Thursday and Friday, and I went to work. I bought some lumber. This is the front wall of my shop, two 4x8, 4x7 doors. The plywood, the half-inch particle board, I got for free out of a dumpster at a construction site around the back here. I did buy a few pieces of lumber for the back to make them a little bit stronger. I doubled the bottom here and I screwed from that side, from the top and from the bottom, so the wall is not wobbly. For the top, somebody also gave me these constructed floor joists, which are very good. I had 3 of them that were given to me from another construction site. I have a friend that builds houses, and they were left over. He couldn't return them because they were cut, but I wanted to incorporate them in my build because it saves a lot of plywood and whatever. So what better way? It's exactly a foot wide, so and exactly the length that I wanted. I cut off a little bit here, but I used that for the top of my door, so I saved lumber there. That's how you reduce costs. You save lumber. You save on lumber, you get free stuff. Okay, so part of the floor is together. What I did is I went through and screwed in my vertical joists. Not vertical, but joists in between all along. And I started, I was going to insulate the floor, but I figured it would be a little bit too much expense. So if it was really worth it, so what I did is I laid some plastic underneath this to keep the moisture from hitting the plywood. Before I talk about the floor more, I did build myself my first wall. I did purchase 2x4 lumber because I couldn't get my hands on anything that was free or recycled from anywhere, so I built my wall, which is going to go on this side, which is no windows. You're probably wondering why all these pieces of plywood, all these pieces of particle board I got out of the dumpster, same spot as the lumber on my entryway wall. It took a little bit longer because it's just little pieces. I had to cut them to fit, but free plywood, you know. Once you get the building wrap on that, you won't even know the difference. And it's all screwed in, so it's very solid anyway. It's not a floor, just a wall, so it doesn't really matter to me. So I save money there. This isn't screwed down at all. These 2 pieces are, but I have to. I ran out of screws, so I have to start. Go buy some more so I can finish it. Those are the pieces of plywood that I have left over from the same area as same dumpster. I picked the rest of the stuff up. So yeah, I saved some money there. I was gonna originally put 3/4 inch plywood, actual plywood, but here where I'm from, Canada, 3/4 inch plywood, a piece is about $60 plus tax, and there's no way I was gonna pay. It was gonna cost me, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, at least 9 sheets. So I mean, $300-400 just in plywood. There's no way I was paying that. So what I did is they have particle board, which is 23/32, which is 1/32 smaller than 3/4 inch, and it's just a solid. So, and they're half the price, they're $40 a sheet. So I just went out and I purchased that. So as you can see, it's very solid. You can park a car in here and you wouldn't have any trouble. I have a couple of sheets left over there. My plan is, since the wood construction is going to take me longer, I did this part here first, so I can start building my shop, the actual shop, which is going to be 11 by 10, and then this front part's going to have the tarp garage, which isn't too bad. I'll start building here. The front wall, I have this wall done. I'm gonna have to do I have to do this wall here, which is the right wall if you're looking at it like that. I've yet to put my hands on a decently priced used window, and then the back wall will be last because everything that's underneath this tarp here, I showed you in previous videos, workbenches and things, has to go in here, either in my shed or in a tarp garage part, and I'm not carrying all this all the way around the fence to that entrance, so I'm gonna just shove everything in here. So my goal is to get probably the roof, probably 3 walls here done, then I can work on finishing the rest of the floor, and then I can start moving this stuff here into whatever in my shop or the front part of the garage, tarp garage, which is going to be 12 by 11 by 8 high. So it's going to give me plenty of room to store stuff that doesn't need to be kept warm for winter. I started another use for those engineered floor joists is I'm making myself a workbench. I spoke about this in the previous video. I'm going to have 2 turntables. It'll have casters. It'll have 2 shelves underneath with some angle grinder racks, and this will be just to bolt all my table saw, bench grinder, things like that on turning tables, so I can just easily store them that way. The white stuff is caulking. This was tongue and groove plywood, and for some reason the grooves weren't cut deep enough, so I couldn't get them jammed in close enough. So to prevent some leaks from air coming through, I decided to put caulking. What I'm going to do, another tip too, is if you're painting, if you're looking for oil paint, it's hard to come by these days. What you can use, you can get rust paint, which is also, you can also paint wood with, but here they're about $45 to $50 a gallon. If you want to save a little bit of money, there are cans of marine grade paint, which is oil based, but it's meant for exterior hulls of boats and things, which are only $30, and they can mix them to any kind of color you want. So that's what I did. It's usually a gallon with a white label, and there's a fisherman holding an old-fashioned ship's wheel, and he has either gray or blue rain gear on, and he has a beard and a pipe. But I've used that to paint like trailer decks before, and it's great paint. It doesn't come off. So I'm gonna wait today. I'm gonna wait till this dries, the caulking dries, and I'm going to paint 1 coat over this. It's been very humid, so I might need 4 or 5 days to let it dry and then put another coat of oil on it. Once that's done, I can put my sidewall up, finish screwing in my sidewall, put the sidewall up, the left wall, put the front wall in, and then possibly either start moving the stuff here or working on my workbench or doing various degree of things. I'm trying to save on, like, I have a budget every couple of weeks I get paid, and I don't want to spend too much money. It's too soon. So I've gone through my allotment now. I might just continue on with the floor and put these 3 pieces, or start moving stuff from here there, or doing workbenches or working on my warehouse or something like that. And also that workbench there is my main workbench for my shop. I had to put casters under that. I have to put casters under this table once it's finished. So I have these little things to do. I can't spend too much money until the next time. The next time I think I'll be purchasing some more 2x4s, and then to finish my floor would be so I can start moving things in here. Also, another score this week. I got a friend that builds houses. He gave me 3 unused sheets of 1/2-inch particle board, or OSB or something like that it's called. So again, I have enough to probably do at least another wall and half of my back walls without spending more money, so that's great. So anyway, if you like this video, please comment, like, subscribe, and until next time.